I think we're going to see more of it.
Yeah, it's definitely kind of like the panel said, it's not this hero that's going to make you go, ooh, ah, right at the end, but it is definitely one of those heroes that's going to do a lot. And I don't know, Dragon Knight, for me at least, it kind of sparks a little excitement. I'm very big onto the Elder Dragon form, Blink Dragon Tail. It's always nice. I like it.
Zaxa will be playing with the 33, pretty standard, you know. These two guys, I don't think they had like a really bad games. 33 on his classic Zoo hero, and we're gonna see the spam coming out from the Beastmaster, starting with the Wild Axis, and yeah, this is a tri-lane. They want to get something. It's like, I've got to pause. It's 3 of us. Someone needs to TP down. Guys, I'm alone. Pretty standard stuff that happens in pubs, but seems like Zaxa is going to be in some trouble.
Yeah, we'll see if they can get a kill here. They already used the Acorn shot. Jumping in with the Blink Strike from Taiga.
Zaxa dies. That's how I see it. There's another Blink Strike, so extra slow. He does have Orb of Venom and Acorn shot. I don't see where it is. Did it jump? If it jumps one more time, because it's 15-second cooldown right now, so that means it probably jumped once, and if it bounces back, Zaxa's dead. Zaxa's dead anyway, I would say.
You think Zaxa's dead?
Does have a Fairy Fire and a Magic Stick, so we have to do the math on that one, but
not my strong suit.
I believe he's dead.
All right, well, you know what? First game of the year for Western Europe. I'm going to ask chat. Not that I'm going to be able to see it, but I'm going to ask them. One, he goes down. He dies.
No, 1, if you like pressing 1. 2, if you think Zaxa's going to die.
All right, you know what? That's fair. And if you want to say he's going to live, 3. Options there. We'll see if it works out. We'll see what they can do with it. And taking a look here over bottom. What are the things that stand out to you in this lane? Anything over bottom? You think it's going to be a quiet lane? Is it going to be something that really pops up? Tomfoolery. Correct. Sure.
First blood.
Anybody in chat who said 2 was correct? I guess if you pressed 1, you also like pressing correct. 1. Also correct. So you had a 66% chance of getting that right, and you nailed it. So first blood here is OG. They try some tomfoolery with the 3 heroes up towards top, and we'll see if they keep them here. See what the
6 times and has lost every single game. Yeah.
Oh, wow. So I don't know if you're thinking about the odds there on that one, but we're going to see the odds on 33 going down. I feel like 100% Yuragi's going to get credit for that kill. This tri-lane really working out. And it's 2 kills already with a 1,000 net worth lead for OG Tundra. Are they?
They're going to keep this tri-lane for a while, I think, because DM on bottom is, I think he's okay. If he feels pressured, he can always TP out. There's no stun available on side of Tundra. Dropping relatively low, but there's no more slow from Dagger, so he should be okay. Eventually, they're going to need TP and help out Doom, but for now, they are setting up things for Yuragi, sitting at 4 CS and looking at the mid lane. Pretty standard stuff. I don't think Dragon Knight's gonna die in this lane. He just put a 2nd point in Dragon's Blood, so no pressure. It's mostly gonna be this tri-lane here.
Zaxa with another death under his belt as Yuragi gets his 2nd kill. They're also gonna take out a boar, so the gold's flowing top for OG. I mean, it feels quite nice, and like you said, DM by himself, there's not lockdown to really worry about in this lane, so he should be pretty much safe. And what do you respond with here? What does Tundra do to respond to this tri-lane? Because they've already given up 3 kills up top. This is not exactly a lane that is feeling all right.
I don't know if they feel like they could potentially rotate snaking to the top lane, because this lane's not working. Again. And another one.
Yeah, bushwhack. Telekinesis to try and survive, but a blink strike going in on the Zaxa. Got a double blink strike right click from the Lina. That's going to give enough damage to have Taiga grab the last shot. And it's now 4-0 here for OG. And it is looking grim up top for the side of Tundra. And I don't know if you would have predicted this. The odds on esportsbet.io leaning heavily towards Tundra.
For a good reason. I mean, the way Tundra won TI, the way they won finals against Team Secret, it was pretty one-sided. They looked like the best team. You know, people called them even boring at one point because how crisp their execution was. Literally no mistakes being made. On bottom, looking at him with the boots of speed, running away, trying to maximize his farm, maxing out Devour. This lane's gonna get slightly more difficult as Tundra members start to get more levels, and this Skiter, he's going into Blade Mail straight away. So that's his farming tool. Good way against like some of the uncontrollable damage, I would say, especially the one from Doom, from the Scorched Earth. And also, it does allow you to farm Ancient.
I've seen in the past Spectres go like Blade Mail Ags. That's the look that you're gathering here. At least it's Blade Mail. We know that for sure. Thanks to the player queue. Always helps me out on predicting. Saksa again in some trouble. Telekinesis throws him down on Amisha, but another Blink Strike from Taiga. Acorn shot.
Oh, unlucky.
Bounces over to the boar. So almost had another kill in this top lane, making it a 5th. But they'll just survive, eking it out. Getting relatively close, and yeah, you can see DM maybe not doing as comfortable going for the harassment on the Skiter. It's level 4 already, so the Spectre's starting to have a really good time. 26 and 12. I mean, that is, with the way the harassment's going up top, at least this is going right? And then you've also got mid 28-7 for the DK.
Yeah, Dragonite stabilize a lot of these drafts, gives you that reliable stun, and his laning stage, you know that like, he doesn't have bad matchups. I think we're going to see definitely more of a Dragonite. He starts pushing the tower once he hits that level 6. And looking at the lineup that OG has, I know I saw it somewhere. It like brings back the memories. Queen of Pain plus Lina. It goes back down to the start of the previous DPC season when cool guys, they were playing Lina mid, but Queen of Pain as their safe laner.
Top lane again, Uragi getting yet another. Now he's on a killing spree, taking out Saksa. Saksa already 4 deaths, so he's responsible for 4 of the 5 that they have on Tundra already. But I mean, that being said, like, these kills, yeah, they're coming in, but are they going to matter so much if both the Spectre and DK are getting everything out of their lane?
Doom also does have that power that we mentioned, so getting extra gold from it. It's a 1k gold lead for OG. Sometimes when you see 0 on the scoreboard, like, yeah, you want to get that 1 kill, start with something so it's not a 0. The DM, and he made a new lane for himself, trying to get the most out of the lane.
Deny.
Tricks there. Afraid to get close. The Arcane Rune picks it up, and now
Dire are
that
scanning.
away. We've seen this in China as well, but hold on.
Radiant's top
Stun
tower
comes in,
is under
telekinesis
attack.
from Saksa. That should be 33 alive. However,
That's
the Bushwhack
another one.
lands, and Saksa is going to go down for the 5th time, dominating here for Uragi. To dominate the top lane. And I was going to say, you know, we've seen it in China as well. Just the party over mid, that 6-minute rune shows up. And it was a similar story.
Radiant's top tower
They're now
is
playing
under
with the cap.
attack.
Well, this is going to be
Radiant
a lot of
structures
damage
are
on the tower. This might even be tower. 33 hiding inside the trees. They're going to need some kind of rotation. Dragonite, he doesn't have much mana. Does have 2 mangoes to work with, but let's see if they make a rotation. So far, OG's safe lane, pretty crisp, I would say.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, looking really good. And like you said, it might just be the tier 1 tower. There's nothing to do. He's hiding in the tree, himself safe.
I mean, I've seen this in the pubs. Usually in this kind of a spot, the only item that he's missing is Shadow Amulet. Like, he was just collecting the XP. Yeah, Observer Ward already placed behind this tier 1, what was tier 1 tower. Ragi continues to dominate. Level 6 has that Laguna Blade available, going into Maelstrom, pretty standard Lina build. One of the, if you haven't seen it, if you haven't watched China, the reason why this hero is so popular is you max out the Fiery Soul, you get the Maelstrom, BKB bots, in which order you think is better, but Maelstrom is the farming tool, has that constant Fiery Soul charges. This hero is one of the fastest farmers in the game right now.
Yeah, so you're going to pick up that Maelstrom and farm. The kills have been bolstering that farm. 57 and 12, and look at where you are on the net worth. You're not only at the top, but compared to the Spectre, you've already got 1,200 more gold, and that's 3 Maelstrom. Things are just going to get even better here for your Ragi. You got to worry if you're Tundra, how far behind are you going to allow yourself to get? Start trying to counter game that OG has had, and they're gonna go after Snake King. He'll Icarus dive away, get all the way through bottom steps side of OG, and they were shot out just in case.
A big issue that Tundra is going to have is both supports are extremely under-leveled. Level 3, 8.5 minutes into the game, and both of these heroes do rely on having level 6 to have impact when it comes down to defending the tower or pushing the tower with the 10-minute catapult.
Dragon form down for another. Maybe back up. Do have this kind of lingering around as well. I go over to the side. Words. Doxa. King still sitting level 3 as for side of OG.
Misha's level 5 and Taiga's level 3. But Riki as a support, you don't need levels. Like, it doesn't matter if you're level 6. So this is a 15-minute timing hero who plays for the shard, sleep into mostly going to be Bushwhack or LSA to play with. And we also haven't mentioned Riki for people who are not playing much Dota. It was super popular in high-level pubs coming into, like, after TI. People figured out, you know what, Riki, he's pretty good at trading in the lane, and if I just save up gold, get that Aghanim shard, play with any kind of combo, the hero feels really strong. Also comes down to Smokescreen being buffed, so now the AoEs are the same on all 4 levels. That's one of the big buffs, and also having the level 10 talent, the even more AoE on it, plus a Smokescreen cooldown on 15, you can almost permanently have Smokescreen, which is pretty nuts.
Yeah, having that at level 4, a 75% chance miss rate is ridiculous, especially when you've got it on. You have the Riki later and later game, and right now Tundra, no kills on the board, but still, I think the farm is okay. Spectre at about 5k, like that fine. Also got 9 over mid. Well, that Elder Dragon Form doesn't end up getting them a tier 1 tower in the mid lane, but it ends up being a good farming tool to keep them up stuff with everybody else. And they look over at DM. They're trying to get the kill here onto the Doom. Still quite tanky, quite strong, and enough that pick pull.
You can see the power of Blade Mail against that Scorched Earth brings him down very low. They were thinking about going on Saksa. Misha hits the Bushwhack, but a real follow-up.
About to have 6. He'll have that sharpshooter to go to, and that's an extra chunk damage that's going to be throw the way of. That ends up going by is they're going to bring heroes down here towards spot. They're going to tuck in his front of BCM. Stops it with that ult. They go to Blade Mail. They're going to try and get in front of this one. Sharpshooter thrown by Misha. They've got 9 coming over with an Elder Dragon form, but they don't get the kill here just yet onto BCM. They'll go to the no blink yet. Tiger with a blink strike, slowing them up for the moment. Skitter still getting the kill onto BCM, getting their first on the board. So finally, Tundra getting themselves something out of this as they'll go forward with 9 having that blink dagger. And that means they're able to get a second, taking out Misha. So the aggression from OG comes down towards bot. They get the kill there on a Saksa. Lose 2, and they lose that Queen of Pain.
This is the first Haunt used, even though it was available. They just could not find any openings, and 9 Blink Dagger just got delivered. They're gonna start pressuring the mid tower. This mid tower is pretty dead, sitting at the 90 HP, so Tundra opens up the map a little bit more.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
How's 33 doing? In the middle of the pack with his Beastmaster farming up. Usually Beastmaster at this point of the game takes the tower, doesn't lose his tower, and we can see the pings coming out from him. He wants to be able to take it. Someone needs to rotate to the top, but for now, working around the mid lane, Smoke, Blink Dagger available, as we said on Dragonite.
No Elder Dragon form. That 30 seconds on cooldown still. So
Dire's top tower.
They're gonna back up into the
attack.
jungle and maybe protect 33. Pressure onto the top tier 1.
Oh, Skiter keeping out.
Skitter just away. 4 heroes here for OG. They're not going to catch up. They also actually have a 5th DM coming across the side. everybody showing up for
Dire's
OG,
top
but they're going to have
tower
their
is under
hands
attack.
still empty. Over, and like you said, he's got that blade mail that'll help him farm the jungle. He goes triangle.
Not just that, he also stacks the jungle for himself, while Hoodwink, Rubik was stacking the big camp, and now with the blade mail, he's going to be able to farm those ancients, has a healing
Radiant's
salve to
bottom
bring
tower
himself.
is under
Skiter,
attack.
now he's
Are
been
scanning.
pretty impressive his whole journey, how he won the TI, and
Dire's
see,
top tower
does have a room handle as a neutral
Radiant's
item. Would be
bottom
cool
tower
if someone
is
drops
Radiant's
Seeds of
bottom
Serenity
tower
here
has fallen.
for him, but yeah, level 10 Spectre, 13 minutes into the game, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, considering the fact that the other lane, the top lane, didn't exactly go that well. Mid and safe lane for Tundra, it worked out. And there, see the net worth advantage, it was 2K, but really squeezed tight and is pretty much even. And with that 33, you know, they gave him
Radiant's bottom
space, gets that
tower is
top
under
tier
attack.
1, cleans it up. No contest for the side of OG. They didn't even want to come over for that. So
Dire's top
it's
tower
well
is
done,
under
I feel like,
attack.
by Tundra alleviating
Radiant's
the pressure that
bottom
was on
tower
top.
is under
Obviously, they
attack.
already got the tier 1 tower from OG.
Just what I've been waiting for.
Active, and they tried to move it toward bot. They got the tower too, but keep it off of 33 and allowing him to get that tower is quite nice, right?
Yeah, the Tundra kind of stabilized the game for themselves, and the Skiter only needs 1500 gold for his Aghanim Scepter, which is going to be another tool to play with. Dragonite uses Fling Stun, or a Beastmaster has Vision with the Hawk, uses a
Radiant
Roar,
are scanning.
Spectre with the follow-up. That's slightly too deep underneath the tower. DM doesn't even blink.
And not scared of the Blink Dragon Tail that came out from 9. Saxo, he's also throwing in a Fable. He's right now holding on to Scorched Earth at level 3 with that Spell Steal. At level 6, and you can see DM just kind of hanging around. Pressure on the tier 2 again. Blink Dragon Tail.
He has way too much armor sitting underneath the tier.
Radiant's
Tower
bottom
has a
tower
Devour
is under
available,
attack.
so 21 armor, pretty difficult to kill.
Taiga comes following this one up as he's near. He sees Saxa for the moment, but it doesn't look like they're gonna go and jump in onto the Rubik yet. Said though, you've got Spectre continue to farm to get into the Yags, very close to that. Not a bad idea also to have Snake King bottom, just trying to farm what he can. He's going. Hell, he's already got himself to level 7, so available. Talked about the counters, the egg scramblers that are on this team. The Lina, of course, being one of them. Last we spoke, had a Maelstrom. Now, since then, Falcon Blade Dragonlance going into the BKB, already has the Mithril Hammer. The farm is quite nice.
Yeah, it's insane.
for
You
Iraqi.
can feel the difference. The second most farm hero in the game is Dragonite, and she's already 2.5k ahead of him. But Tundra, as I said, they are stabilizing. The next big timing for them is going to be this Aghanim Scepter on Spectre. And yeah, you said Snaking, he was at the bottom collecting some of the XP, did struggle for a little bit, did not have that egg available, and is now level 7. The Fire Spirits are maxed out going into Veil. That's going to amplify some of the magic damage that they got.
Considering the fact that Tundra is heavily underleveled.
Dire's
OG
top
doesn't
tower
have
is under
much
attack.
tower damage. They did take this tier 1 tower on the top lane with the catapult, and now they're gonna struggle. Like, they need to take a fight before they can take any objectives. Riki, Shard is available. Blade Mail.
That swooping dart pops the Blade Mail Sun right now on top of Iraqi. Now let's say with the Laguna Blade, they get to kill the Snake King, but they're going to look over and try and finish the life with Lina. Ends up being a trade that's well worth it for Tundra as they take the 5-time kill streak out of the hands of this Lina. And meanwhile, BZM up top getting a kill onto 33 with the help of DM as well as Misha. Kills around the board for OG, but the big one is the prize ticket of Yuragi. That is good gold going the way of Tundra, and you can see minus the 33 kill, but if you look, fight recap does show that they did get a lot of gold.
That was very ambitious going on to Spectre like that, and on the mid lane, Tundra getting another pickoff. With this type of a lineup, OG, like, they need to go for the kills. They need to get something done, because coming into the late game, the lineup from Tundra is just way too powerful, especially when it comes to team fight. We still haven't seen the full team fight in action. He can call back the BKB, but he can't get it off.
And he gets the BKB off. It's not going to matter. 9 ends up getting a kill there on Yuragi. That is a late BKB, and I mean, that's what happens when they've got the blink jump on him, and they are only using the shadow step because the ags just got finished for Skiter.
That's huge. This is a type of a kill that, like, first the one on the bottom near the tier 2 tower, and now picking off Lina. So she's still at the top of the net worth, almost full 2k ahead of everybody
Dire's
else. But this is gonna set them back by quite a bit.
Yeah, a good couple of kills there for Tundra. Still holding onto the net worth lead, though, is OG. Look at these other two heroes on their side, too, with DM and BZM. DM, bottom of the cores for OG is, you know, be a little bit expected, I would say, with Lina having the Maelstrom so early, and, of course, DM working with that Devour. So maybe I would have expected DM's farm to be a touch higher, as he's got that Midas as well. But he's in an okay spot. He's got his BKB. That's a 9-second BKB ready to go.
That's
his, so he's going to be in an 8-second BKB. But I think they're still going to be looking to fight, and that's exactly what they do with a 4-man smoke. Come on over, and
problem is they can't start a fight. Like, their way of starting a fight is dart into Bushwhack or into LSA, which puts Lina very close to a fight, and she's down to 8-second BKB already, and they do have a BKB piercing ability anyway with this Beastmaster. It's something that Lina does not, never like to play into. It's these heroes that get on top of her, like from the supports, Tusk, Clockwork, Earth Spirit, and now playing into Spectre, who does have double wave, as you said, with the Shadow Step and Haunt available, going into Manta next. Like, she's never gonna feel too comfortable attacking Spectre because of this Blade Mail build that Skip decided to go for.
Yeah, this is a really solid step here for Tundra, having that ag, so that double jump in is gonna
no
be
puns
something
intended. Like, this Shadow Step is a step in the right direction.
Certainly a step in the right direction. Now they look over towards top. Skiter gonna use that Shadow Step to get on top of DM. And there's the BKB. So 2 BKB usages coming out from OG that really don't net them anything. One wasn't able to save the life of Uragi. The second one is able to get DM out. But still, if you're Tundra, that feels pretty good to get those out of the hands of OG. Those early seconds, those early 9-second BKBs. Look at this, 78-22 already on the must-win probability. And they're right into Roche.
Yeah, I think this is even being generous at this point, considering the lineup that Tundra has and how well they have been playing in the last 10 minutes. When it comes down to the tri-lane, yeah, they lost it because they couldn't punch back, and now Skiter, holding on to Aegis, has another Shadow Step available going into Manta style. Like, you're playing against Spectre. Yes, you do have a break mechanic with this Hoodwink, but I don't think Spectre is afraid of it.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Getting into the
Dire's
after.
structures are fortified.
You're gonna look at DK because 9. He loses the net worth on the side of Tundra. He's going into the ag
Radiant's
next. He's 1,000 gold away from that. They're about to take the tier 2 tower up towards top. 33's recovery. It wasn't really him who died up at top a lot. It was Saksa who died 5 times during that laning phase. He still got a decent chunk out of that lane, especially when they open up the space for him. And kind of worry for OG how they're going to be able to handle him, especially now working with this Helm of the Overlord. Going to the side for Schwack, Sharpshooter coming through, not going to land on the Phoenix. Blink and the ult's coming through on a Snake King. Taking the Phoenix to start, take out Saksa next. But 33 with Primal Roar that hits on the Queen of Pain. They'll throw the dart over and put this Beastmaster to sleep. LSA to follow it up, so there's the combo, there's the kills. 3 kills there for OG, and Tundra kind of get caught in no man's land, and OG take advantage.
Finally, we see OG punching back with the draft that they have. Riki using the Sleeping Dart into Bushwhack, then Sleeping Dart into LSA. Still holding on to Aegis on Spectre for another 3.5 minutes. Once they respawn, they're going to be ready to go. One jump from Dragon Knight, it's a long duration stun. It's 3-second stun, so they can do a lot of damage, especially once that Manta style is finished on Spectre. With the Dragon Knight, they can go for solo pickups. And it's a full Aghanim Scepter, as you mentioned. We're so close to it, and now has it. Level 15 on Dragon Knight, and I like what I see in his quick buy. Oh, Sharpshooter.
Lane, Sharpshooter coming in. They've got the break as well as the sleep. They're not going to follow this up. Coming in from staking. I thought for a second, because I know 9 was shifting. He wasn't sure if he wanted to pick up that Ags. He thought about AC for had that queued up for a moment. Back to the Ags, so Ags in full here for 9.
That's right.
Yeah, well, it's Critter's. There it is. Courier finally 9 for 9 slots.
Let's see how they execute Roar on cooldown for 10 seconds. One thing they don't have is way to deal with this Ancient Black Dragon, the Ancient Creep. Maybe if Doom decides to pick up his level 15 talent, Devour can target Ancients, but decides to go for it. Very close to level 15, by the way.
Feeling that he's still working with an Aegis for about 2 minutes. Side of Tundra. The time right now to go for the Manta is about 1,000 gold off. Long till he gets that. See, Tundra is still posturing inside OG's jungle. They're not afraid to go for this, especially knowing that they've got the global movement here for the Spectre if need be. Bushwhack gets thrown, that's not going to land, but they go to the it's on the 9. Now they've got the smoke screen. The Skiter throwing out the Shadow Step for the moment. Not a Haunt.
Still farming on the bottom lane. They definitely want to use this Aegis, but couldn't find any openings. Their Observer Ward just got deported, so slightly limited on vision. They still do have Hawk, so that's one way to start a fight. Also, Ace, spawn top, Dragonite will be picking that one up.
Haste!
All right, he picks it up, smoke again. That Haunt, Shadow Step off cooldown in just seconds. Dive will go to the dust. They've got the blink as well. And Dragon Tail, Shadow Step comes in, and they get the kill on the Tiger. They get over towards the back. And BZM and Misha need to walk away. They'll blink away on BZM, and they don't get anything else. But again, it's very easy for them, especially once they have that dust, to have Skiter jump through with the Shadow Step.
Oh, DM, Roar.
Saksa,
gonna be there.
And that should mean they've got this ready to go. Meanwhile, Saksa, he's also stolen the Sleeping Dart. He can not only put them in with the telekinesis, but he has the sleep available, and Skiter with another kill on a DM.
Oh, this is a big steal. We didn't talk too much about Rubik, but there's some cool spells to steal. Cloud from Riki, Smokescreen, Dart, LSA, one of the better ones. Stuff from Doom if you want to farm up with Devour, of course, like even Bushwhack. BZM has been kind of silent, mostly farming on a mid lane. BKB done, plus Kaya Sanj, very tanky, does have that status resistance. Going into Witchblade next.
Yeah, like you said, it's been a little bit quiet, and he's doing 1-on-1, so he's gotten a couple kills here and there, but they've been on, I believe, mainly snaking the Sonic Wave. BZM gets into the Witchblade. I'm wondering where OG are going to go with this. They want the Satanic on Yuragi, then they're going to go Silver Edge there too.
That's one way for Yuragi to be able to punch back Skiter when he comes in with the Blade Bell. Satanic is more than enough for you to sustain and keep hitting on a target. And Doom in the end decided to go for that Devour can target Ancient's talent on 15. Oh, that's one way to deal with Ancient Creep that 33 has.
Is under attack.
5-man now from OG.
Dire are
Tundra are sitting bot, trying to take a tier 2 tower. That will be 2 of the 3 tier 2s already gone on the side of OG. They make their rotation in, but will they catch anybody? 33 in an interesting spot here to break the smokes coming in from OG. They're up on the high ground, and he is not spotted just yet. He goes into the TP attempt, and he'll be safe to leave. Rest of Tundra far behind, and they will escape with their lives. So OG, that smoke doesn't lead to anything, and Tundra just a perfect fuel for the movements of OG.
What a sneaky play there from Tundra. But also they're getting a lot from the map where you have Skiter, he can be anywhere on the map, and then joining a fight with that Shadow Step or with the Haunt, going into Lincoln's here next. Seems to be afraid of Sleeping Dart combo and also Doom.
Check yourself as best you can.
None to burn.
Manta Beam defeated here for
It's
9.
such an annoying build.
Dire's middle
I
tower
think it became
is under
popular
attack.
like a year ago. So you now have all the benefits from the Dragon, from that Manta style. It's very good for sieging, especially with the Beastmaster. Tundra's looking for potentially next Roche spawn, which can be up in 40 seconds.
Radiant are scanning.
Smoke's gonna break. Tech is right there, goes to the sweeping yard. And now the move over to Dragon through here on a Soxa. Sonic Wave comes out again. And they'll take out the Rubik. The Shadow Step was from Skiter, but not enough to really get anything at the moment. They're starting to back away on OG. Very careful. Tundra maybe looking towards jumping through. Eventually they back up their side of the river once again.
I think it might be a good idea to start thinking about Gem on side of Tundra, get rid of Vision, and see this Riki. Riki has been very annoying, and we can see why this hero has been so popular, at least in high-level European pubs, where played as 4 or 5. We've seen even some off-lane Rikis, but it's a Sleeping Dart. Very annoying spell to deal with.
The setup's pretty easy. Shadow Step once again, and Misha on the run, but DM comes in to try and help out this Hoodwink. Fire from 9 is the finishing blow needed to get the kill. Got themselves at least one, with Roche now being available again. These teams are going to fight it out potentially for the next Aegis if they go in once more.
Lina used the BKB there.
Not the best, as that's going to be on cooldown for another second, so it's rough if OG now want to fight in a Roche, right?
Yeah, definitely, but they're so slowed. You have this Dragonite with his dragon
Dire's
form,
middle tower
constantly
is under attack.
better with his Manta style, Shadow Step coming out from Spectre, daggers, constant dagger spam. They're not moving. Spectre, oh, she was thinking about
Dire's
getting
structures
Lincolns,
are
but in the end, it's like it's gonna be Scotty. Makes her more tanky, deals well with that
Dire's
satanic that
middle
Lina
tower
just
is
showed.
under attack.
They're going to go forward with the Shadow Step once again. BKB's been caught by DM. He's surviving for now. Taiga over the side going after Nomusha, but here comes down with the blink as well as the Dragon Jump coming out of the Skiter. Skitter's going to get really into this fight with BCM. DPP and a blink away, but Misha on the run from Skiter. Still, he's all the way in the base. They've only got the kill on a Taiga. They've taken out one, and they'll burn away Misha. The fireball placed on the ground by 9. Skiter in deep, using that Haunted for the Shadow Step. Got on top of these heroes on the side. Ready, and that's over. They can see 9 just working on this tower as Yuragi over to the side dealing with an open BZM. Fall all the way back. He was quite low in that exchange. They'll buy back on Misha. And the Racks are in trouble. Meanwhile, Skiter, he's got the Shadow Step ready, so he doesn't have to be exactly right there at the fight to get himself into that Scotty. But now they'll get the kill on Misha. It's going to be the Shadow Step that leads to that, and Skiter right back.
He's gone for
jungle.
70.
Yeah, he just bought back. That was a second ago.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Halberd picked up by 33. Telekinesis on a DM. Here comes Taiga as well as BZM looking after Soxa. Got him off and over to the side, but the Dragon Tail comes out from 9. They've got the Sunray right on top of this Riki. They'll get the kill on Soxa, but they're trading Taiga. Blade 9 moved up. And the chase is on, but the Primal Roar comes through on a DM who was going after Snake, and the LSA lands as the dart was there for 33, and they'll look to get the kill out of the Beastmaster after taking out this Phoenix. 3 heroes down on the side of Tundra, make it a 4th. Yuragi with the double kill and a little bit of a defense from OG.
And instantly marking Roche on a minimap. They want to get this one done. How we looking in terms of buyback for Tundra members? Everyone has buyback besides Beastmaster because he just committed. He bought Heaven's Halberd. See if they can take it. Spectre trying to buy some time, going on DM top. It's mostly to see where they are, if they're going inside the Roche pit, but they know they're not doing it. Yuragi showing on the bottom lane, very low on HP and mana.
You see how big the smoke. Soxa off to the side. Sonic Wave again to commit onto the Rubik, but then they look over at 9. 9 stunned up, Laguna Blade in, and then they commit with the Doom for DM. And that gives them the damage to get this kill. And you can see the Maelstrom bouncing around. They find 33. They find Snake King. DM gets credit for that one. And then 33 on the run. This fight really looking good there for OG. And one of the first big fights outside of the laning stage that gets them a victory, right?
Yeah, after laning stage, they didn't have many. They tried a couple of times on Spectre. Not too very successful. But yeah, they did manage to kill Roshan in the end. And, who picked up the shard? I think Doom got it, or Queen of Pain. Oh, both of them have it. I like that BZM understands in these fights, I'm just gonna blow up one of these supports. Mostly it's been Rubik, but he also...
has
Oh,
been
Riki's in trouble.
Yes,
That's a gem.
So dead. Gem
That's
on
a
the deck.
second gem. Oof.
Just gem. Now in the hands of Tundra.
Thanks, Taiga.
Yeah. Gem on.
Another to the tally.
He bought back in the previous fight, so won't be up for another 50 seconds. For an opening, doesn't have ulti.
They've got a bushwhack that lands on a 9, and now they're going to try and jump over with the haunt. Get the kill on a 9, and now they'll jump over. Skiter in a little bit far, but the rest of the side of OG are backing away as Misha ends up dead to this Spectre, and 1-for-1 that they'll happily take.
Whenever Misha shows, Skiter is ready to go on him with either Shadow Step or Haunt, knows that he's going to be able to get the kill, but Misha did the job. He broke Dragonite, and they did manage to get him in the end.
Big kill there. 50 seconds on the sidelines, going into a Daedalus. He's just about got the gold for that. We'll see if he buys out. You are working against OG that does have an Aegis in their hands for 3.5 minutes, so you might want to save the buyback just in case. But the Sonic Wave from BZM, just potentially making sure it works.
Does have level 20 talent, so not too afraid to use it. Has Lincoln's here, which is going to help out quite a lot against Blink Initiation from Dragonite.
Damage. Top area of the river.
Doom, very close to his level 20. Has Octarine Core available. Minus 35 seconds on Doom. This is where you can fight
Dire
every minute,
are
pretty
scanning.
much.
Math, not my strong suit. About 75 seconds, 73 seconds. Like you said, every minute or so, you're going to have Doom available. See, what the deal is with Doom is, building the Aeon, just trying to survive a little bit longer in these exchanges. That level 20. Reduction. Inside. Got the telekinesis. They look to get the kill on Amisha. They'll get the Hoodwink. And that's one to start. The rest of the team is nearby. They need to be careful. Yuragi, well, he's been singled out for the moment with BKB being caught by DM. Taiga getting low. Yuragi throwing out some right clicks, but here comes the rest of the side of Tundra. And Yuragi in trouble, as that was an LSA that landed for the 33 pass roar. Got the Aegis, and they'll have a second life with BKB being caught by Yuragi, trying to TP out of this one. They hold the back lines up for BZM. They'll get themselves the kill onto Yuragi, looking over at BZM, who just blinks and wants the TP, but the jump again from Skiter, not enough. Oh, man. Just getting BZM out of that one, but they got Yuragi, and that's really the big one to come for.
BZM used Lincoln's there on Yuragi, try to save him, but not enough. You can see the way Tundra, they're really hungry in this one, and the problem is Spectre shows where everyone is before every start of the fight. They have much better vision with the Hawk. They're also holding on to both gems. Once again,
has been killed.
Sleeping Dart.
Snaking and Bushwhack. Yeah, they've got the damage, especially with the Sonic Wave.
We'll take the gem. Take the gem back. It's snaking, so Tundra's holding OG's gem, and OG's holding Tundra's.
Gem. Receive gem.
Good trade offer. Now you see, to these two supports, they die almost immediately. Taiga forced to get out. Without Misha, they don't have what it takes to control them, and these illusions, you don't know which Dragonite is real, so DM is in a kind of a tough spot once they pop Manta Styles, once Spectre's in. If there's a Manta Style on Dragonite available, if he is not the one initiating, they're gonna have trouble finding which one is the...
Yeah, steals the LSA. That was used to try and survive there from Yuragi, but they have the damage, and now they're going to get a kill on Amisha once again. And there is really no stopping Skiter with this Shadow Step in the farm that he's got at the moment. He's also picked up a Hex. So, we've been seeing a lot more Sight Device.
Mostly on the offlaners in China, but this is a really good pickup. You don't care too much about mana regen. Yes, you consume a lot of mana with constant mana, with spam, with the Manta Style as well to push out the waves, but it's mostly about going with the Haunt and just having something to lock onto target with the Manta Style. You can easily solo pick off. I don't think you can kill cores solo, but you can definitely kill the supports.
Supports are really in trouble.
Tower is under attack.
Tundra, they've got themselves a 5,000 net worth lead, becoming felt themselves as time went on, and pretty much all the fights have kind of gone their way. What if you're OG? What are you doing? You're not down by a terrible amount of gold. But what's your road?
Next Roche in 2 minutes. They can't allow Tundra to take this one.
On you, well, they've got the Hex. It's on Yaragi. It's in the trees. The LSA is going to be used, but it's not going to land on a skiter, so he'll hop and try to survive as he looked to use that Satanic. But Skiter, just by himself, is able to take out Yaragi, who was, throughout most of this game, the biggest threat of the map.
Yeah, and he also found another gem. Yeah, that Scotty ruins your Satanic. You're not lifestealing as much, and we can see Dota Plus win probability up to 92.
Not shocking, considering.
Good luck stopping this kind of a siege. You have Hawk scouting things out in base 9 with flying movement. He also has Spell Prism, so permanent dragon form.
They don't have Yaragi, but they're still looking to maybe fight. Primal Roar comes in, that's going to pop the Aeon Disc on DM. 9 still looking forward. They go to the BKB, they'll jump in with BCM. The Fireball's on the ground, they go to the June. That's going to be played down onto the Dragon Knight. They're still going forward. DM, though, burning with the Sunray on him. 9's able to get the kill on him as BCM and BKB blink over to the side. But here comes Sansa. There's an LSA, but the BKB is going to be the savior for BCM, who blinks back into the base. They'll take the 2-3 tower over mid. They'll look towards the racks. The Bushwhack lands onto the Dragon Knight. But 9 not really too afraid. They have Yaragi back up in 20 seconds.
Man, Lina was so short too. Lina needed like 50 gold after she died for a buyback, and now Dragon Knight.
Oh, Soxa in. Telekinesis. Speech is going to be dead to rights. They get the kill there onto the Hoodwink. Buyback. How are you going to go about winning this game as you're on your heels? BZM in some trouble. Blinks back into the base. Saved by the Stormcrafter to go up into the air for just a moment. They're charging up the Sharpshooter. Throwing it over onto Soxa. The damage there with the Laguna Blade. They get the kill on Soxa. They're taking the Hoodwink, but now they've got the Primal Roar on the Yaragi. Sonic Wave comes out, but it's not going to be enough damage to get any of the kills on the side of Tundra. They already got the kill on the Soxa, but it's just Soxa. Is it really enough to fight into this? They go after 9. They land the LSA. The damage coming in from Yaragi. It's feeling like enough with the Inferno Blade hitting from DM. They'll finally take out a second. The blink forward for 30.
They need to get more out of this.
But he'll be able to escape with said BKB and a TP out.
Let's see the Roche spawn. Does it benefit OG? Is Gaben on their side? Minute and 40. The answer is no. So this is their last set of barracks. They did buy back on Namisha and DM. Pretty difficult task. It's very... Oh, here comes again. Spectre. Quick in and out.
Back to farming the junk. Life has never felt so good. And by the way, those illusions popping the Aeon Disc.
Perfect game from Skeeter. 11, 0, and 8.
11, 0, 8. No deaths so far. I don't want to jinx anybody. I know how sometimes the caster's curse can come in just like that. We'll see how they go about this and how they're going to go about going for the next Roche. Both sides, really. I mean, it's a 10k lead for Tundra now. So difficult for OG. Oh, he got the LSA. They landed. They've got the Inferno Blade with the Laguna Blade to follow it up. Get a kill on Asaxa.
Skeeter uses Shadow Step, hexes, and then immediately goes back to bottom.
Don't bother me. He's also got a BKB now. Roche in 30, so they theoretically should be without Rubik going into this. Spell Prism. That on the Duke well, and that's exactly what they're doing. And there is a taunt this time, as Misha's going to die to Snake King with the Sunray.
I think we all experienced this type of a game as a support where enemy carry is so farmed, especially Spectre. She finds you anywhere, one glimpse of vision, you're dead. Very annoying for OG, like, can't defend yourself. Misha, very poor at the moment, has that shard, only Arcane Boots, trying to go into Aeon Disc. Like, Aeon Disc can be both good and bad, because as you said, like, Aeon Disc does proc sometimes during the full haunt or just the Shadow Step, and then with the next one, it's a lower cooldown anyway. Shadow Step down to 40 seconds, and Aghanim Scepter available on Roche. OG's just gonna have to let this one go.
Yeah, that is not the best feeling, that's for sure. You'll give a cheese over to the DK. An Axe for 33. We'll see if he can... Might, and Yaragi again. Heck, got a sweep onto the Spectre. Save the life of the... Onto the Blessing for them.
He's reading. He's like, yeah, what does this axe do? Let me just check the drums. Yeah, I bang some drums and I heal, I deal damage. Less heal coming out from creeps. More from creeps, less from heroes.
Might as well just give it over to my Rubik, who can deal 2 spells. Which has been nice, because there's a lot to choose from here. We've seen the stolen LSA do a lot of damage and a lot of control. So, hoping that, you've got Rubik maybe dart an LSA of his own. It'd be nice.
Saxa did the struggle in this game. He's been heavily targeted by OG members, whether it was Riki, Taiga.
Sweep in, and they're going to get the bushwhack over with the Infernal Blade 9 coming over with BKBB pop by DM. Skiter over to the side, the dagger out, and now they're going to pop the Lincolns on BZM. They get the Doom off out of the Dragon Knight, but the telekinesis coming in from Saxa to save this DK9 on the run back. And they got DM trying to get out of this one. They'll also get the kill on the Taiga. And Taiga dies, DM falls, 2 heroes gone on the side of OG. Don't have buyback on either of them. And that's going to be a bit of an issue as Tundra are looking to go for more. They find themselves their hands on Misha. Misha throws the pushback, but that's not going to save, right? They get another kill onto the Hoodwink, and now only Riki as well as BZM can defend. Heroes don't have buyback, the racks are exposed, and OG are in a hard trying to save this game. When they find the Buddha Blade over on a 9, they get the kill on a BZM, they'll take out Riki, the dead side of OG, they'll fall GG, and it will be Tundra who takes game 1 over the side of OG. Yeah, what a